Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 countries that will pay you to move there. Did you know you can get paid to move overseas? No, we're not making this up, there really are states, cities, and entire countries that pay you to move there. Whether it's because they are facing a shortage of skilled workers, or because they're in need of people to fix their beat-up old houses, these countries are hurling cash at expats and digital nomads looking to start a new life abroad. Better yet, there are even countries that are offering startup grants to encourage entrepreneurs to open businesses abroad. Whether you're a seasoned expat or one of the many who are now embracing the post-pandemic remote working phenomenon, there are a few locations that could be the ideal next step for you and your family. We found some of the best schemes in 2023 offering expats like you the chance to get paid to move abroad. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 countries that will pay you to move there. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 countries that will pay you to move there. Number 10. New Zealand. One of the most gorgeous countries in the world, it's no surprise why people would want to move here. Fortunately for them, it's one of several countries that pay you to move there. To take advantage of the program, you'll need to move to Kaitangata, a small town looking to boost its population. While they technically don't hand over any cash, they've created land and housing packages for $165,000, making it more affordable to make the move. New Zealand is an adventurer's dream. There's world-class skiing, incredible hiking, and action sports like jet boats and bungee jumping. From majestic fjords to sandy beaches and green vineyards, the landscapes are made for movies. Lord of the Rings was filmed here after all. Make the move to New Zealand to see all this stunning country has to offer. Number 9. Greece. The Aegean island of Antikythera is perhaps best known for giving its name to one of the most famous archaeological discoveries from antiquity, the first analog computer, known as the Antikythera mechanism. The island itself, however, is not quite as renowned. As home to only around 70 people, and severely lacking in basic infrastructure, its fate seemed all but sealed a few years ago. But that fate has now started to reverse. Today, the island is home to Pangaea, a climate change research center, and is slowly starting to rebuild its population of young families. Many of these were incentivized to move from mainland Greece. New families are in line to receive free housing and a plot of land to build on, plus a monthly allowance of €500 for 3 years. Number 8. Mauritius. This beautiful island, just east of Madagascar, is offering 20,000 Mauritian rupees to any startup businesses that move there. It's a secluded paradise with beautiful marine wildlife and an enviable climate. To qualify for the grant, you simply need to demonstrate a unique and profitable business idea to a committee. There are also potentially additional incentives available. If, for example, you're able to hire a graduate registered to the SME scheme in Mauritius, their entire wage can be funded for a year, up to 14,000 Mauritian rupees. Number 7. Chile. Do breathtaking mountains, quirky seaside cities, and fine wines appeal? Then why not make Chile your home? Better still, if you have a cutting-edge startup idea ready to go, you can apply for up to $300,000 CLP funding, incentives and acceleration programs provided by Startup Chile. Run by the Chilean Economic Development Agency, this scheme acts just like your traditional startup fund scheme, with yearly applications taken by a panel of investors. And, whether you're still at the ideas phase or you've already made a start, the fund will help to get you up and running or accelerate your growth. The scheme promises to take an even gender split, so 50% of all approved applications will be for female-led organizations. Number 6. Ireland. The Emerald Isle is crying out for savvy entrepreneurs to come and start new businesses, so much so, they've started an investment fund to entice bright young things. That's right, you can get your startup capital direct from the Irish government. The scheme, Enterprise Ireland, is designed to support the creation of jobs and export revenue from Ireland. You don't have to be Irish to apply, but you do need to have your company registered in Ireland. You'll also need to demonstrate that your company is capable of creating at least 10 jobs and €1 million in sales over the first 3 years. Aside from the grants on offer, Ireland is also growing a great reputation as one of the best countries to start a business due to its low corporation tax and continued ties between the UK and EU. Number 5. England. If life in England has always appealed, there's good news: you could get paid up to £10,000 to move there today. Despite having one of the best education systems in the world, the UK is currently experiencing a huge shortage of teachers. Part of the reason is that the population is growing faster than new teachers can be recruited. In 2021-22, the UK achieved just 79% of its teacher recruitment targets, and in 2022-23 it was down to 59%. To make up for the shortfall, the UK has started a new pilot scheme called the International Relocation Payment (IRP), which is for non-UK trainee teachers and foreign qualified teachers of languages and physics. The scheme is set to start in autumn 2023 and will be open to teachers or trainees who are planning to move to England to work in the 2023-24 academic year. Not already living in the UK. The £10,000 cash injection is designed to help teachers settle into their new home and take full advantage of their new life in England. Number 4. Canada. Have you graduated from a post-secondary education course in the last 7 years? Are you saddled with student debt? Well then, why not move to the beautiful province of Saskatchewan in Western Canada? Not only does this neighborly and down-to-earth part of the world pride itself on offering a warm welcome to newcomers, it also offers a highly generous graduate retention program, GRP. If you have completed at least 6 months of education at one of the regional government's approved higher education institutions, which includes hundreds of overseas institutions, including many in the UK and USA, you could apply for up to $20,000 Canadian worth of tax rebates upon moving to Saskatchewan. The GRP rebate is paid out over 7 years. In each of your first 4 years, you'll receive 10% of your rebate, meaning up to $2,000 Canadian per year. Then, in years 5, 6, and 7, you'll receive 20%, or up to $4,000 Canadian per year. The scheme is designed to incentivize graduates to live and work in this up-and-coming province and take advantage of its fantastic industry and generous business climate. There's literally no stick to this carrot. Saskatchewan also offers a relatively low cost of living, easy access to world-class national parks, and job opportunities galore. Number 3. Italy. Italy is famed for its rolling landscapes, fantastic food, and gorgeous weather. What some people don't know is that Italy struggles in managing its population in certain regions. Most younger generations have moved from quiet villages to find work, for education, or just for a more exhilarating night/social life. So, which Italian villages and regions pay you to move there? Candela. Set within Italy's gorgeous Apulia region, the quaint medieval village of Candela earned itself the nickname Little Naples for its stunning beauty and easygoing way of life. Unfortunately, that way of life waned throughout the 20th century, forcing the mayor to implement an incentive scheme to restore the population and the culture of this quasi-Neapolitan township. As a resident of Candela, you can live in one of the safest towns in Italy and get involved in all the local activities, such as horseback riding through the picturesque local valleys. Better still, you can pick up a range of cash incentives. Singles receive €800 and couples €1,200, while families can get up to €2,000 for moving to Candela. Tax credits are also available to help cover the cost of services like waste disposal. The only stipulations are that you must apply for formal residency in Candela and have a salary of at least €7,500. Santo Stefano di Cessaneo. If that's not enough of an incentive for you, other Italian towns are starting to follow suit. Santo Stefano di Cessaneo in the Abruzzo region has recently started to offer grants of up to €44,000 to incentivize new residents aged 18 to 40 to live within its cobbled stone streets. The scheme is open to EU and non-EU residents with an Italian residency card, and new residents will be expected to open a business and stay for at least 5 years. Calabria. Most recently joining the list is Calabria. The region of Calabria forms the toe of the Italian boot shape. Several villages have seen huge declines in population, some with fewer than 2,000 residents. Applicants must be under 40 to apply, but would be entitled to €1,000 to €800 for 2 to 3 years. That equates to up to €28,000, or $33,000. Number 2. Switzerland. If topping our list for the top 10 places to move in 2023 wasn't enough, now you can get paid to move to Switzerland. If you're under 45 and don't mind living in a remote part of the world, you might be tempted by the offer of receiving over £22,000 to move to Albanin, in the canton of Valais. To boost the town's dwindling population, the Albanin Council is offering adults a huge cash incentive to move there. For every adult who moves to Albanin, they'll get 25,000 Swiss francs, $28,000/pound 22,000, and for every child they bring there's an additional 10,000 Swiss francs, $11,000/pound 8,700. That means a family of 4 could be in line for a windfall of around $70,000/pound 61,000. So, what's the catch? Well, you'll have to commit to staying for a minimum of 10 years, and you'll need to live in a home worth at least 200,000 Swiss francs, $223,000. If you leave before the 10 years are up, you'll have to pay back your entire incentive. Furthermore, only Swiss residents get to receive the bonus. That means you must have lived in Switzerland either 12 years in total, or 5 years with a Type B permit, or have married a Swiss person, and completed your citizen application before the end of the 10 years. But don't let that faze you. With its fresh, alpine air and the potential to enjoy one of the highest expat salaries in the world, maybe life in Albanin could be just what you and your family are looking for. Number 1. Spain. Spain is a diverse and beautiful country where every region has its own local taste and culture. Unfortunately, some of those regions aren't doing so well at the moment. Spain's rapid transformation from an agricultural to an urban society in the late 20th century led to many people abandoning their properties in traditional pueblos, villages, in favor of big cities. Today, the homes and businesses they left behind are still standing and crying out for some much-needed renovation, which is why many local councils have taken it upon themselves to revitalize their towns by incentivizing skilled people to move there. One such place is the town of Panga, Asturias, where families will receive €3,000 to help them settle in, plus an additional €3,000 for each baby born in the town. Another is Rubia, in the mountains of Galicia. Here the local township will supplement your income with an extra €100 to €150 per month. You could even purchase your own entire village in Spain for less than the price of a townhouse in one of the big cities, but only if you're willing to invest your own money to bring the town back to life. So, which is your favorite countries among the top 10 countries that will pay you to move there? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite places among the top 10 countries that will pay you to move there in the comments below. I'd love to read them and I'm sure others would too.